The top news headlines: Chief Minister Ann Biren celebrates Ningol Chakoba with Ningols of 33 communities. OPD services at RIMS Hospital will resume from November 8 as usual. Licensed gun owners start depositing their guns with nearest police stations. License to be revoked for those who fail to deposit their guns. A very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News. In focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI KHAiDEM. I'll present to you about the hot news for today. For the first time in the history of Manipur, Chief Minister Ann Biren today celebrated Ningol Chakoba with a large number of women selected from 33 communities of the state at the Chief Minister's Secretariat complex. As part of the program, the Chief Minister inaugurated 29 tribal museums built under the Department of Arts and Culture to the people. A large number of women from different communities of the state, village chiefs, ministers, MLAs, and government's top-ranking officials attended the Ningol Chakoba celebration. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Biren said he had been hoping to celebrate the day for a long time but witnessed setbacks due to political unrest and the pandemic. He expressed gratitude towards the people for making the dream a reality with their participation. Biren said, despite tensions among various communities residing together since time immemorial, he expressed happiness that the festival brings everyone together. He had been dreaming of this day since he was a little boy and worked at different levels to achieve the dream even before joining politics. Stating that we are like different types of flowers blossoming in a garden with its unique personalities, he appealed to the people to unite as one. He asserted that discriminations among communities will not be tolerated as everyone is equal. Hence, Chief Minister Biren appealed to the people to help one another for a peaceful coexistence.
Manipur na sembi baba isona sembi na misa akoi kunsa mathoi machu mama gi tongan na machu jina punjal lagane madugi daiba relationship layamaga sumaina satpaga never thengnade never khanade masuma gi satham thokpa sale amasuma gi satham thokpa sale nature na ising piye nature na nungsit piye nature na nungsa ma ngan pir kanda dum hingnagle aina sida rose oina sale aina sida kau akan koi ingel oina sale ani si Kanabagi mathau kari tai. Lai ani si overlap taunabagi mathau kari. Aigi thinking aduna gardens in the varieties of flowers with magi colors yauna sachhabado sacha hanche garden amoina khoi laimina se haibagi thimdu da ai adom walk torgala ngasi ishorgi blessing dagi aduga manipur da leiba parja mayamna nungsibi budagi ngasi di stage da leiba khoi punamak punsan mangame punamak magi identity magi pride magi jati gi chanabi launch nga aga loina thamnara kanda ama toina leminare masidi aini amna pamjabse achouba jati na jati masabu thawoidaba adagi jati masana aikoi di jati masane na hanthabagi wakhal leiba adugumba amatta tawbigano we are all human beings akoi ishorna semakwa mi ngatani aduna mi amaga chap manabado madugi respect madugi nungsinabada koi lemine se haibase ai mayamna message tuningi.
RIMS Hospital is said
or even junior resident, they just didn't want to touch the patient first because they want to make the ticket first, registration, because they are going to write on that. And that is going to be medical legal also, or maybe legally also is true. So unless you make the one registration, is a starting of line of the treatment is very, very difficult because of now so much litigation.
pediatrics yam chinba mani phamung amada angang mari thamba yawgram adwain ga tawder ma phamung amada mi ani mai yai baga yam ubiramani mai mayam se akoi angam bo nei tawduba anouba hana casualty da common casualty ni loina maki oiram banina matamdura ka amada pediatric ka am pirami adu hojikti sida puri pediatric emergency tungaina leire full resuscitative facilities kwaidigi modern facility loina mak laiba aduga phamung tarasu thai round the clock doctor nurses laigani aduna masina aduga matik advantage pigani kaigino da angang du laga mayam marakki common pd da laroi common casualty da laroi sigi dedicated pediatric block sida lagadi aduga matik mayam nungai gini hena khan third wave si akoi lakni lawe haibangam de koi hujik leirwa virus sina di third wave ma tholak kadra haibasidi kitang di chingna fawi tawdu virus is mutate tawrakpa mutant sine khoi yam kiris aduna khoi prepare tawba tabani pediatric ki di khoi na hanadigi plan tawbasi pediatric emergency 40 bed ama saba neonatal ICU 20 beds thamba haibasi khoi gi pandamni pediatric sila lakadra haina mayam na chingna basidi udu gi damakti khoi prepare tawre haina lawje
Ikaw lang nangayjarak pa. Numit ada. Yaurak le.
Yang gini panda.
Ningol ibi kaya gitamoyda langtag na bagay iroy na harang motoy kasabi numit ni Ningon Chakoba.
Sanalupa arang-arang na mahusin bayadaba. Mabung mo pa oy bagi maribu. Hena, cheksinahan bagaloy na nungsina. Pukmen pa uminazaba. Palempang tawin mangda. Harang motoy tamzaba numit ni.
Yang gini panda.
Mami TV gi maikay dagi lamdam sa laiba Ningon oybisingda. Ningon Chakoba na lakpada yay famangon pizza bagaloy na
Ingtapa kanglo furuki ketna balay taba. Nusisana ba iramdam ama oy minarshi.
Mami TV na numit asila akan hanga senjara program. Mo Chakoba di damak kudol tamzaba. Singsoy-soy din minitabi. Loken channel oy na cable gi kuthangda North East Pumba sa dukchariba iramdam asigi amatangay ba channel ni. Subscribe to view.
So please do subscribe our channel.
Matangi khungloy matungina kungi Ningon Chakoba na lakpada Mami TV na taram na okchaboy na makhal mathe kya gi thoram chandokna ba sem sajare samna harda eje masnamgi special live show reality show amasung latest movie lamdam chigi Ningon singda Mami TV na khudol tam jagado
come lege aina thing lege lakla sunung si nong lei nangi samlang lei chilla hey 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 sambrai managi jinghi mananda
Ikaw lang nangayjarak pa. Numit ada. Yaurak le.
Yang gini panda.
Ningol ibi kaya gitamoyda langtag na bagay iroy na harang motoy kasabi numit ni Ningon Chakoba.
Sanalupa arang-arang na mahusin bayadaba. Mabung mo pa oy bagi maribu. Hena, cheksinahan bagaloy na nungsina. Pukmen pa uminazaba. Palempang tawin mangda. Harang motoy tamzaba numit ni.
Yang gini panda.
Mami TV gi maikay dagi lamdam sa laiba Ningon oybisingda. Ningon Chakoba na lakpada yay famangon pizza bagaloy na
Ingtapa kanglo furuki ketna balay taba. Nusisana ba iramdam ama oy minarshi.
Mami TV na numit asila akan hanga senjara program. Mo Chakoba di damak kudol tamzaba. Singsoy-soy din minitabi. Loken channel oy na cable gi kuthangda North East Pumba sa dukchariba iramdam asigi amatangay ba channel ni. Subscribe to view.
So please do subscribe our channel.
matangi khungloy matungina kungi Ningon Chakoba na lakpada Mami TV na taram na okchaboy na makhal mathe kya gi thoram chandokna ba sem sajare samna harda eje masnamgi special live show reality show amasung latest movie lamdam chigi Ningon singda Mami TV na khudol tam jagado
come lege aina thing lege lakla sunung si nong lei nangi samlang lei chilla hey 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 sambrai managi jinghi mananda
Welcome back again after the break. Medical Superintendent of RIMS, Professor N. Sanjeev, HOD of Pediatric Department, RIMS Professor CH Shyamsundar Singh, Nursing Superintendent of RIMS H. Lata Devi, and top officials of RIMS attended the meeting. As a step to maintain law and order situation in the state ahead of the elections to Manipur Legislative Assembly 2022, depositing licensed guns to police stations has begun. The government of Manipur issued an order to deposit licensed guns to the nearest police stations till the elections is over. The order further states that the license will be revoked if the license holders fail to deposit their arms. So far, 206 licensed guns have been handed over for Imphal East District. 13 licensed guns were deposited at Porompat Police Station, 7 at Haingang Police Station, 8 at Lamlai PS, 6 at Irilbung PS, 7 at Andro PS, 15 at Sagolmang PS, and 6 at Yangang Pokpi Police Station. To prevent entrapment of migratory birds, a team of Kakching Ranch Forest staff and BO of Polel, Muhammad Salahuddin, conducted a drive at different lakes since yesterday to check bird traps. During the first phase of the inspections in the surrounding areas of Lausi Lake, the team rescued 5 live tingri birds and seized 8 other bird nets. The birds were released near a buffalo farm of Kharung Lake. Addressing the media, Ranch Forest official of Kakching, Naurem Munal Meitei, said, with the onset of winter, migratory birds have started migrate in the state. It is crime to hunt the migratory birds. The drive will be carried out in different lakes of Kakching district. Lawful actions will be taken up against the owner of the field where the nets are found. If found guilty, they will be jailed up to 3 years or pay a fine of Rs 25,000, he said. As such, Munal appealed to the people not to kill the migratory birds. Booth Committee of Moirang Assembly Constituency organized a road show rally today at Sunusify to ensure the win of BJP at the upcoming general elections of the state. Vice President of BJP Moirang Mandal P. Santikumar, President of 27/3 Booth Level Committee, and Chandra Singh, President of 27/4 Booth Level Committee, O. Ibocha, Vice President of the committee, M. Ibohal, former Pradhan of Hubala Gram Panchayat, and Bina, and BJP workers attended the rally. Vice President of BJP Moirang Mandal P. Santikumar said the rally was organized to make sure that BJP wins in Moirang AC at the upcoming general elections. The road show rally started from Sunusify Mayai Lekai and passed through Naran Sena and culminated at Sunusify Mayai Lekai Mando. Out of 11 samples from border town More, 7 were found dengue positive. The samples were tested at Viral Research and Diagnostic Laboratory of Janims. 5 people from More Ward number 7 and 1 each from More Ward number 5 and Ward number 3 tested dengue positive. As a preventive measure, a team of Special Malaria Unit Malaria Department carried out fogging at More town. Aspiring candidates in Wangkhem Assembly constituency for the upcoming general elections, Kangabam Jadumani and Samuralatpam Ibotombi Sarma have joined BJP. President of BJP Manipur Pradesh, A. Sharda Devi, welcomed them by presenting party muffler during a program for Go to Village mission at Thobal, Muijing yesterday. She appealed to the people to avail the benefits of Go to Village. Top-ranking officials of BJP Manipur Pradesh, BJP Thobal District and BJP Wangkhem Mandal attended the program. As part of floodlight installations carried out by MLA of Moirang Assembly Constituency, P. Sarachandra installed floodlight at Kakian ground at Phubala last evening. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Sarachandra appreciated the contributions of Pradhan, Upa Pradhan, members and people of the area in improving the conditions of the ground. The floodlights were installed from his own money with an estimated cost of Rs 2 lakh. He informed to install the light in the remaining ground. A friendly football match and a tug of war between the married and maiden were played. Immediately after returning from his visit to Italy and Glasgow, Prime Minister Modi held a review meeting with districts having low vaccinations coverage. The meeting included 40 districts with less than 50% coverage of the first dose and low coverage of the second dose of COVID vaccine. Prime Minister interacted with district magistrates of over 40 districts in Jharkhand, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Meghalaya and other states with districts having low vaccinations coverage. The district magistrates gave an account of the issues and challenges being faced in their district, which has resulted in low vaccination coverage. During the interactions, Prime Minister discussed the issue of vaccine hesitancy and the local factors behind it in detail. Highlighting the need to accelerate the pace and coverage of vaccinations, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said that more than 10.34 crore people in the country have not taken the second dose after the expiry of the prescribed interval. Prime Minister asked the district officials to make different strategies for each village and town in the district if need be. The Prime Minister asked officials to change gears from arrangement made for taking people to the vaccination center and for self-vaccinations to administering vaccines from door to door. India recorded 11,903 new COVID-19 cases with 311 deaths in the last 24 hours, 14.2% higher than yesterday. With fresh cases, the country's overall case load has mounted to 3.43 crore according to the data released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The death toll, however, increased to 4.59 lakh and the active cases declined by 2,567, which pushed the total active case load tally to 1.51 lakh. India's recovery rate stood at 98.22%. A total of 14,159 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3.36 crore across the country. So far, India has administered a total of 41.16 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to 107.29 crore across the country. The Union Home Minister and Minister of Cooperations Amit Shah today launched the Ayushman CAPF scheme health cards at the national level in New Delhi. He launched the scheme by handing over the Ayushman card to a NSG personnel and to Director General of NSG for distributing to NSG personnel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also given paramount importance to the interests of the security forces of the country and has taken many steps for their welfare. On the auspicious occasion of Dhanvatri Puja, which is celebrated in honor of the god of medicine, the process of distributions of health cards across CAPF has begun and the scheme is launched on pilot basis in Assam on 23rd January 2021 to provide health card services to all Central Armed Police Forces personnel and their dependents. The distributions of about 35 lakh cards will be completed by December 2021. To enable simpler services to CAPF beneficiaries, NHA has created appropriate mechanisms with a dedicated toll-free helpline 14588, an online grievance management system, and a stringent fraud and abuse detection, prevention and control system. A group of Supreme Court advocates and human rights activists that visited Tripura to take stock of the communal tensions in the state has stated that the violence targeted the Muslim community in the state. The group of lawyers also claimed that the BJP-led Tripura government was not proactive enough to take appropriate steps and prevent the violence from breaking out. 4 days before this incident, Muslim organizations Jamaat-e-Ulema met Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb and informed him that such incidents could take place and there is a danger to the peace between Hindus and Muslims. Despite this, the government not taking any actions is tantamount to sponsoring this violence, the team said in its report. According to the report published by the SC lawyers, at least 12 mosques, 9 shops and 3 houses belonging to the minority community in this state were allegedly targeted. Now let's recap the headlines once again. Chief Minister Ann Biren celebrates Ningol Chakoba with Ningols of 33 communities. OPD services at RIMS Hospital will resume from November 8 as usual. Licensed guns owners start depositing their guns with nearest police stations, license to be revoked for those who fail to deposit their guns. That's all of the news for today. Keep watching Mami TV News for more updates.